Hey guys, welcome back to the Small Time Critics podcast. I'm 1/3 of the Small Time Critics. My name is Moe.
I'm Hashi.
Woo!
Like that. Can I not go?
Hey Kem, he tried to take your spotlight there.
I know.
He didn't let you have a moment.
Sorry. I'm Kim, guys. I'm Kim.
Your acting skills are getting better, you know.
Getting great, honestly.
It's good stuff. And you are?
Mohammed Hashi.
Because just in case it got drowned out by both of you, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Guys, this is a TV review, series review for The Bear Season 2. I have been very excited to talk about this. But before we get into that, and it's going to be spoilers, like I said before.
Did you do season 1 already?
We're not going to do season 1.
No, but do the whole thing so I understand what's going on. Could you just have a quick run through so I understand?
We can run through one quickly.
Yeah, we can run through one. Yeah, we can do
All right, so yeah, before we get into it, guys, make sure the normal YouTube stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming up. It would help us a lot. We're trying to be consistent here. So like all of these things that you guys do would help us in, you know, getting out more content out there more regularly as well. So in the long run, it will be better. And also hit us on the streaming platforms with 5 stars if you don't mind.
Thank you.
But yeah, guys, let's get into it. Hashi. So real quick, we gotta put someone in the frying pan.
No.
We're not doing that.
Please. Look. I apologize. Can you just explain to me so I understand?
No,
please?
let the audience know why you apologize.
No. One second. Can you just explain to me season 1 so I can understand, please? Please.
You're scaring me.
What?
You're scaring me.
I'm not. Honestly, I'm not in a position. I'm not in a position to have my back up. I'm not in a position to be. Please.
All right. So let's explain everything to him. So obviously season 2 just ended.
Hold up.
What's up?
I want to know about Kami.
Yeah.
And I want to know about Richard.
Richie's cousin. Cousin, right?
Cousin. Yeah. I know about Mikey. I know about Mikey already.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what's happening.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Listen.
Have you been Kobayashi Maru?
The bear, bro. Let me tell you now, Jeff. Let me tell you that. Hey, you see when Tina turned up the pot? Yeah. I was thinking, I hated this woman. I hated this woman.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Hold
second.
up, man.
What's happening?
Hold on.
Hold up.
Have you been sold
Let me
a-
land. Listen, when Tina turned up I was thinking, I can't stand this. Because you know what? She wanted to keep things as is. She didn't want the change. She didn't want Kami to come and give her his Michelin star French brigade. She didn't want that. Yeah, so I thought, you know what? All right, cool. But when she turned up the pot, because she hid his knife at first, innit? I didn't like that. I was like, don't do that to my boy. Yeah? Are you not listening? And then we'll get to season 2. We'll get to, because I started to like my girl. But you know what? Let me just say one thing before we go forward, yeah?
My head hurts.
Before we go forward, yeah?
What is happening?
I felt so deceived. Marcus's hair, like, no wonder he keeps wearing a hat.
Jesus.
Jesus.
No wonder he keeps wearing a hat. Because when he took that hat off, I was thinking. But anyway, sorry, go on. Can we?
Can I ask you a question, Kim?
What?
Please ask him the same question I want to ask him.
How much of this show have you seen?
What?
Because you just
The bear!
But how much?
real quick
Listen,
to the audience,
binged.
guys. Before this episode, Kim told us for some reason he hasn't watched anything to do with the bear, like anything, not even a minute of the show. And now all of a sudden he knows the characters' names,
Bro.
And
So how much have you watched?
Binged.
Kim,
And I was so upset that it was finishing.
Okay.
So upset, man.
So.
Hashi,
Okay. So. So how much season 1 did you watch? The whole season 1?
Okay, if I'm talking about Marcus's hairline, season 1's done. Bro, his mother obviously. You understand?
Wow.
Come on, man.
so he's finished season 2.
Bro,
So you finished season 1?
I swear to God, I was watching this. I'm thinking, I've had this moment
This
before.
brother's sweating,
I had this
though.
moment. I had this moment before, Mo, when I looked to myself. This was in Succession. I was like, why is this guy doing this, man? Because I really wanted to hate it.
Okay. I feel you. All right. Okay.
Oh,
I'm up to
man.
date. I'm up to date.
This is. Hey, listen. I love this.
Well done, bro. Well, I'm proud of him.
Damn, my head's hot. No, but hold on a second.
Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm so glad, Ken, because
I really wanted to talk about season 1. That's why I wanted to talk about season 1 first.
and I'm glad you did, because we've been saying for time that you will like this show, and I'm glad you actually binged it. But let's really because guys, we started this podcast this year. We never got a chance to do season 1 review. So real quick with season 1, Kami, his brother passed away recently, and he left the restaurant to him. And obviously they need to. They don't have enough finances to keep it going.
Yeah.
We go through what they go through, and in the end of the season, we find out.
You have to say, obviously, Sydney came in because, like,
Sid did come in as a character.
She did. She wanted to implement rules and like
a more professional way.
Fine dining, him in a
Yeah,
sense as well.
And it's good the fact that he Kami had Sydney, because if he didn't, he would always commit to cousin.
Yeah,
Richie.
and he's a proper chef as well.
He's a proper chef. But then at the end,
Sid came to the original beef because of Kami. Because of how amazing it was as a chef.
And I love the fact, that when I was talking about Tina as well, you see Tina and you see Richie, they're one in the same, but Tina is willing to commit because she's learning. She's at a point where she's learning. But this is all Rich had with Mikey, and everything's been changed, and he feels like he's an ornament of the past. He's not. Yeah. He's not going to be used anymore because he's trying to find relevance.
He's trying to find a role within,
and he can't because he doesn't feel he has the skills. And there was that one scene where, because every time they're trying to think, and then she's cutting her onions and she's focused on her onions, and Mum is in the back of her ear and she's like, yeah. And it's kind of like, this is what we've been doing for years.
I ain't worried about that.
Get me? She's into it now.
Yeah. Richie for me is easily the most relatable character on the show.
Without doubt.
Easily the most relatable, and he's hilarious. Yeah.
He's hilarious.
What did you think of season 1, episode 9, when everything started going crazy and all the tickets came?
I felt that was
wasn't that episode 7? Sorry.
No. It was 9. It was 7 because 10 episodes in 2 and 8 episodes.
My fault. Go ahead. Yeah.
So it was episode 7. That episode's called Review.
Yeah.
So
this guy's, I love this.
I got excited. I felt that was amazing because it was one shot. It was a continuous shot, and it's almost showing from the last episode of like that camaraderie and brilliance of the dysfunction. What can happen in our kitchen?
Bro, I've worked in diners and restaurants.
I've never worked
in
it, but people's told me,
and I get it. When those tickets started coming through, I felt for Kami so much in that moment, and I felt for Sid too because she made a mistake.
What he said to her was so horrible.
It was horrible.
And then when he absolutely just throws the ticket machine away, and I'm thinking, what the heck is happening here?
Everything went to shit. She stabbed Richie by accident. Obviously,
no, it wasn't accident.
It wasn't.
Did you see her face?
It was an accident, but she was just kind of like, you know what, it happened.
Did you see her face?
Yeah,
because it was so quick. Yeah, it looked like rare. Like she what she done? She moved the knife in position, and she's like.
She did one of the whoopsies.
No,
whoopsie.
But yeah, no. The whole situation, and obviously, I think he had misguided anger because yes, it was he was
overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, but it was a pressure cooker of a situation.
Yeah.
But then, in hindsight, Sydney done a great thing by a critic reviewing her food and giving her all the praises.
Sure.
Yet. He now referring to a situation where he's heated and saying, "Oh, it wasn't ready," or whatever it is. That's not the point. Don't be angry at something, but you shouldn't be angry at. Be angry at the situation.
Yeah.
The ticket situation, that's her fault. But then you can't now project other stuff onto her. I felt that was amazing.
You just have to deal with the situation.
I felt that was amazing.
And at the end of the season 1, because we need to get to season 2.
Yeah, no.
End of season 1, the gang finally finds the money that Michael had, which was in a bunch of tomato soup cans. How the hell did he do that?
No, because they said he was sending it to a company or whatever it is.
How do you put that in there and lock it?
Because he was sending it to a company to lock the money in there.
Ah.
That's why they was like, oh, this is unaccounted for. Who's this? And
yeah,
it's
they
like,
mentioned it. Yeah.
So clearly he must have had things say, put the money in there.
Got you. I missed that part. Okay. I would have been heated if my money came out.
I love the Xanax situation.
What's the next situation? You got to remind me, season 1 was a while
ago. The kids in the party and the hot dogs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
He's like, I don't know how you're going to take this. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I dig it.
But yeah, okay, so season 2. Season 2. Were you guys cool with the fact that season 2 was more about getting this restaurant started, or would you guys been cool with having the restaurant already started and then
No, I thought it was fantastic because
I'm okay with that.
Because for me, what you get is an exploration.
Yeah, correct.
Of character.
Yeah.
You get to learn more about them.
Yeah.
Them growing. The reason why they want to create the bear compared to the original beef. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kami, he wants to get better as not only as a chef but as a human being. He's going to therapy. I thought that was fantastic. He gets a love interest in this as well.
So that goes to my next question. Do you guys feel like Kami was trying to juggle too much, doing too much in this season?
100%.
So you feel like Sid was right in her?
Yeah, 100%. Sid,
because
Sid was worried because she wants him to be committed to the cause.
He's not focused.
And she's putting so much at risk because she's already failed once.
Yeah.
And she told her dad, Robert Townsend, by the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out Robert Townsend for real.
Yeah. Hollywood Shuffle, you know what I mean? Fame, and so many others. Incredible.
Forgot his sitcom. What was it called? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
God.
But he was incredible in this. And him telling her like the stuff like with his mom and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because her mom died very young.
Yes.
And you see the whole thing with her, with Kami even asking about her mom and stuff like that, and her not telling.
Yeah, she kind of dismissed him
kind
at first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then when she eventually tells him, it's a very, very great scene.
But you can also tell because she's so awkward, she's not about the feelings.
100%.
She's not about having those conversations.
Yes.
She just wants to get in and get out kind of thing. Like even with Marcus, Marcus finally told her like, yo, let's go out kind of thing. And she's
Marcus felt some type of way.
Yeah,
I mean, so dead. But
she likes him. But she's just
100%.
acting. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She's hiding her feelings.
I have to give a shout out for Will Potter because he done
Oh.
he made me feel like he was a patisserie chef.
Real quick, can I just cook? Yeah.
Cook, bro.
One thing that I love about this show, is that it's unpredictable.
Yes.
And I say that in a way because any other show and you introduce this character in the middle, I would have thought to myself, oh, this guy's going to be evil. He's going to hate him. He's going to do something to Marcus that he's going to teach him in a terrible way. He's going to just shout at him.
That's what I was afraid
like
of.
Kami's teacher. Do you remember Kami's teacher, the guy from Community?
Yeah, Joel McHale.
Yes, like that. I thought it was going to be like that. And then when it was so refreshing to see that he was just this normal guy, just had a chat with him.
I love the fact that he's so British.
Yeah.
He's so actual, not, I'm not talking about, what they call, what's like the pompous Brits? Actual British.
Yeah. I love the bit where
he's like, oh yeah, you're like Scottie Pippen. He's like, who's that?
Yeah,
He's acting up.
Because when that happened, he was like, oh, we don't know them in the UK. I was like, we do know them. Then he's like, nah, I'm just joking. I was like, thank God, man.
That was so funny.
I was like, thank God for that.
Funny. And even his gift, by the way he signed it.
Yes, 33.
33. You see him cross out 23.
That was
so
nice,
funny.
man. I loved his character in the show. And Kami and Sid's plan of like getting all of their workers to kind of go in these avenues to go and learn.
And the way, by the way, that scene, I think it was in the end of episode 1. When Sydney tells Tina that she wants,
and she was so happy.
She's so happy.
Comes from season 1 where she wanted this.
Yeah, but that's why, when the first episode of season, when she was so elated, like she was like,
we're talking about when she asked her to be the sous chef. By the way,
sous chef. She said, but we need a you. We need another thing.
Yeah,
and then when you just see her like transforming into
because she even came to her, she was Tina about the sous chef.
She didn't even think about herself being in it.
She said, Tina, we need to talk about the sous chef. Yeah, I'll sort that out. Don't worry, I'll get somebody. She's like, no, you. She's like, okay.
Cool.
It was so wholesome.
And the way the camera lingers on her on the street was so fantastic.
It's almost like she was trying to wait for a taxi or a bus.
Yeah.
Just so I was happy for her. But at first, I just couldn't stand her because even when she turned up the pot, you know,
she's very fiery.
My mum and my sister watched the show. They binged season 1 and season 2 at the same time within a couple of days. And they mentioned at the start, the conversation I had with them when they first started, we hate Tina. They were like, we hate Tina. Yeah. And literally, 2 days later, Tina is the best. You know what I mean? We love Tina so much. And I thought storytelling, when done well, can do this, where first season, they set up that Tina was a bit of a mean person. She wasn't someone that wanted to have change. She did something with a knife.
Yeah.
She, you know what I mean? The pots, all that kind of stuff. And in this season, she's so happy when she gets the new pots. You see the reaction. And then when Kami gives her the knife.
Yeah.
Set up, payoff.
Yeah.
Fantastic storytelling. This is what you love. I always say this.
Even the stuff with the guy.
Ibrahim.
Is Ibrahim his name?
Somali brother.
The Somali brother, mashallah.
You know what I mean?
Even with him, the scene that they had at the end when he finally came to her and they spoke, and like, oh, cool, yeah, whatever. And he's like, maybe that person is scared, and you know what I'm trying to say. I thought that was a beautiful scene personally. Yeah. I thought it was really
fantastic
nice.
Scene,
yes. And just
the way she goes, maybe, you know what I mean, he shouldn't be such a little bitch.
Punk ass bitch, yeah. That was great, man. No, I mean,
brilliant, man.
Everything was great. The guy who's their handyman, is he family or is he just?
By the way,
he's hilarious.
Hey, man said I'm telling mom.
By the way, Matty Matheson, yeah, he's a fantastic chef, by the way. Consultant on the show, by the way. Only became an actor in the show very late like literally before they started season 1. They're like, oh, we need someone to be this kind of handyman kind of thing who wants to be a chef. Kind of thing. Can you do this? Yeah. They asked him very late on. Yeah. And imagine, he's been asked to act alongside, we're going to get to it, like Berenthal, you know what I mean? John Berenthal and stuff like that, and others that we'll get to, kind of thing. But before we get to that, I just want to quickly just shout out episode 4, Copenhagen, when Marcus goes to Copenhagen and does the same training. Who does the same training that Kami did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Did you guys think anything bad was going to happen to him when he was helping that man on the floor?
It felt like, I didn't know how to feel. Was someone gonna think that he did it?
Yes. That's where I went. I said to myself, I feel like I've been traumatized, honestly. I felt to myself, a police car's gonna roll up and then he's done. Yeah. That's what I thought.
For me, I felt that, but then towards the end when the guy literally just hugs him.
You know what I mean? Then he pat him on the head or something.
He pat him on the head kind of. I thought that was maybe
what was the purpose of that scene?
For me, I was really wondering that, and I was talking to my brother about this as well. Maybe that's the storyteller saying that you have to kind of like give your whole self to this kind of experience.
I'm with you.
And I'm saying that's what I thought, because obviously he was very trepidatious before going, and he was very nervous and stuff like that. And that scene, by the way, before he went on the plane, and his friend is saying, "I learned a couple of words, stuff like this. You know, have you got your passport?" And that was so funny.
I just thought like to be of service. You're cooking, you're being of service to 100%. People and making them happy, 100%. And also this man is hurt. To be of service, let's just help him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? That's how I saw it.
Can I pull back onto like a more serious aspect of it?
Real quick, sorry. I just love how they were feeding a cat that wasn't there.
Yeah, Coco.
And then Carmen came later. He's like, I was in Norway feeding a cat that I never saw, something like that.
Yeah, because he mentions that's the thing in episode 6. Go on.
No, it's in regards to sort of Marcus and his mum. Yeah. Obviously, she was living on borrowed time and all that sort of stuff, because apparently she was meant to have that not that long. 4 years later, she's still there, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then I think this tells a story of he is trying escapism.
Yes.
He's escaping into his craft and learning donuts and everything. But the escape is not so much the learn, it's his current situation, because obviously him and his mum, and obviously especially when he was sleeping in the
boat.
No. He was sleeping in the actual kitchen.
Oh yeah, when he couldn't have a place.
He had a place when he was trying to sort of master that thing.
The bakery. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Because at first I was thinking, this guy really for the cause. Yeah. But then later on you could put 2 and 2 together, thinking, right, like this place is where he escapes reality.
Yeah.
There is so, bro.
That's why it would be nice for him and Sid to get together and.
But then you know what? At first, it's. Whoever done this, I think the way they done this was brilliant, because I almost was on the edge of thinking, when is Kami gonna like trying to at least flirt with Sid? But then you find out that Sid and Marcus they're the love interest.
Yeah,
but then when the other girl comes in, only then, I realized Sid is not Kami's love interest.
She respects him as more. She sees him more of a mentor than anything else.
I see them both as brother sister.
There you go.
That's the kind of relationship they have.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. That's how I
think they have more of a brother sister relationship than Kami and
Natalie. I especially this season, I see them more as brother sister than last season.
Yeah.
I never really saw them as love interest, because I feel like from season 1 you could tell Marcus liked her.
Yes.
No, well, maybe not me, because it was very subtle.
It's when they talk, they have this kind of like bantery flirty thing going on.
I think when I realized when
episode 8
when he said sure or something, he said something, because he normally says that's fire or whatever, but then he said something
weird,
and then Fac was like, what?
Yeah. Why did you say that?
Yeah. And he's like, I don't even know. He's like, then he's like, okay, yes. So he's into her.
Yeah.
And then the whole FaceTime and everything. He's like, I miss you too. He's like, okay. Yeah. But then it's all got awkward. And then she froze and she's like, this plane is like,
She purposely froze at one point as well.
Yeah,
they're cute, man. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's looking like Marcus's mum might have passed with all those texts at the end.
Yeah, but that's episode 10. But I just want to quickly.
We're gonna talk about the dinner
scene.
We'll
get it. I think episode 5 was more Kami and his love interest. I forgot her name, unfortunately. Claire Bear.
I love the fact. They said, I bet you a million you don't know what the restaurant's going to say. Of course I know. He's like, go on and come.
You've been talking about since you were a kid.
Now, we need to figure out how you're going to pay me.
That was so funny.
That was
That banter
brilliant.
was so funny. But I think.
Oh, you give me the wrong number as well.
Hey, she was serious. She was like, why'd you give me the wrong number?
Wrong,
Like,
yeah.
what's going on there?
the whole thing was so funny that
Yeah.
she kept on asking him that. And
That's how you do love interest without being corny.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
And even like him, like saying to her, "I've never been to a party before," and then them going to a party. You know what I mean? It was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that they eventually did get together, and without obviously ruining what happened at the end of the season. But guys, episode 6,
Is this the dinner one? Hey, listen.
an hour, right? Because this show's usually 30 minutes.
Hey.
And by the way, the creator of the show is a guy called Christopher Storer.
I'm literally.
You see
Sorry,
how-
if my head's down, I'm trying to grab some stuff
names,
from
stuff
the
like that. Yeah, of
because
course.
there's some stuff that I missed.
You see how I said Oppenheimer, Cillian Murphy is one of the greatest actors of our generation or any, yeah?
Yeah.
John Berthnot is the most underrated actor in this generation or any, in my opinion.
And also, I'll be remiss if
Yeah.
I didn't also mention Bob Odenkirk as well.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But John Berthnot, I feel like Bob Odenkirk in a way gets his flowers. I feel
Yeah,
like
from Better Call Saul, you're right.
John
You're right.
Berthnot does not get his flowers
Exactly.
at all. And to me, I've never seen him act bad. Ever in my life.
Totally agree.
When he starts saying, bro, the back and forth with him and Bob Odenkirk is like, you're gonna throw that fork. You're gonna throw that fork. Throw it. I dare you.
Yeah.
It's like he threw it twice,
Yeah.
and he threw the third
By
one.
the way, and I just want to shout out just before we get to that, like having Sarah Paulson, having John Mulaney.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
John Mulaney's great.
John
I love
Mulaney's
him.
character was fantastic.
Sarah Paulson was great as
You
well.
know what I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
Having Feckin's brother. You know what I mean? Having Jamie Lee Curtis. You know what I mean? Like
Such a complicated
by the way,
family,
What stunt
innit?
casting, by the way, to have this. You know what I mean? Like having these absolute heavyweights.
Heavyweights,
Yeah,
these cameos are brilliant. Even at first, when Mike was introduced, and I love the fact Mikey, like you see Mikey
Yeah.
episodes in, and you're like you lot pulling this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you have to understand before Mikey, no one, they weren't really heavyweights.
No.
None of the cast is heavyweights.
Even
until-
Mikey, you could say he's not heavy.
He's not heavy, but compared to them, he's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And then obviously Uncle. Oh,
I think he's a fantastic actor. By
he's
the
a
way.
heavyweight.
Andrew Platt.
I've watched him in like
many
I've watched
movies.
it and he's
So
been
many
in Bear,
movies,
but
TV
I
shows.
watched him a lot in like silly hospital shows like Chicago Med or whatever.
Yeah.
I watched him in that.
Oliver Platt, sorry,
Oliver Platt,
Oliver
Uncle
Platt,
Jimmy.
and I thought he was great. And
Cicero,
in this,
yeah.
I think he's fantastic.
By the way,
Brilliant.
he's so good in this, and I think the thing that I took from that episode, the thing that I connected with so much was obviously Richie, with Gillian Jacobs' character. I forgot her name. His ex-wife,
his missus, yeah,
His
his
ex-wife.
ex-missus, yeah.
and her being sick with their kid that we see in the show kind of
Yeah.
thing. And them, I was wondering where that thing with the tongue came from when they do, you know what I mean? The whole thing,
What
when
thing?
they, like him and Richie and the door, that thing.
That's quite cute though.
I
It
thought
is.
that's probably cute.
100%.
Then you see where it came from.
Yeah.
Between him and his
Yeah,
mum.
yeah.
Between it was
Beautiful.
incredible.
It's
Beautiful.
beautiful.
That scene when he said, you know what I mean? I'll talk to, Sister I've got the job already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously him not getting the job and him not, and then Cicero kind of
Uncle,
seeing
he
that.
can be such a dickhead sometimes.
He
though.
can be so horrible to them.
Yeah.
But then he's so kind, you know what I mean? And then him obviously at that time talking about the chocolate banana.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
set up.
Payoff!
Come on,
Thank you, man. My guy! Exactly.
That was
and that was
nice.
so incredible. I'm
That
not
was
gonna lie
nice.
to you. When that got paid off,
Yeah.
I got emotional.
Yeah,
I
that
got
was
emotional.
fantastic.
Because the way he got emotional, the way Cicero got emotional, I got emotional.
Yeah.
This season had a very emotional undertone.
Yeah.
Even when Nat was like, it was just baby. See when Nat was expressing the fact that she was pregnant to Carmi. I mean, was it to Carmi?
Carmi, yeah.
And then
The
wall fell down.
That was so hilarious.
But it's just like everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
the way Richie goes, I knew it.
Yeah. I see them all as family, honestly.
Can I ask? Who's your lot's favourite?
Oh,
For me,
Richie might be my
It's
favorite.
too easy. It's Richie.
It's
And
might be
by the way,
Richie.
Richie is the biggest cinephile. The amount. By the way, I don't know if you saw in his house. He had a poster of White Squall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Jeff Bridges movie.
Yeah.
By the way, in his bookcase, he had books Ridley Scott books
Yeah.
about the Blade Runner.
And I don't
and
think
stuff like
and I
that.
don't think we're deep in his character development.
Oh, 100%.
From
By
what
the
he
way,
started out to what he became at the end.
you man,
oh
I might get
my-
emotional about it because we're gonna get to episode 7, yeah, Forks, yeah.
Yeah.
But
We need to wrap this up quickly. bro.
in terms, but in terms of like his knowledge of film, because like how many times has he called them replicants? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And then he has a conversation about whether or not Harrison Ford is a replicant, and he goes, "Guys, you just have to listen to Ridley Scott." You know what I mean? Like, just have an offhanded comment and stuff like that in the back of the scene.
Again,
He's my favorite. He's my favorite. Like, straight with that.
Hold on. Oh my God, he had a great scene with Olivia Colman.
But we're gonna get to that episode 7, Forks. We're gonna get to it.
Wait. I'm
We're
just
gonna get to
saying.
it.
Obviously, Richie. Richie is like he's top, but Feck is my favorite. I don't care.
Feck is which one?
Matty Matheson.
For the comedic value, yeah. Him and him, they're
He's the
always
handyman?
beefing.
Yeah.
Handyman,
He's
yeah.
great.
The way,
He's
by the
great.
way, the way his relationship with Sugar, when she just sits saying so like, oh, honey, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about that because I don't think I deeped until this season her husband is that other guy.
Yes.
Oh!
Who is a
Like,
fantastic.
no, I knew, but
When,
see,
when Kami called him, he said, "Oh, you're just scared to call me. You didn't want to call me. You're." When Kami called him instead of her, because
Yeah.
she didn't, because obviously they always fight on the phone.
Yeah.
So he called him to use the freezer.
But I guess I just didn't deep it in it. But like when she kept on calling him honey, I was like, wait, what's going on here?
No,
but
but
she's just trying to nice him.
She's trying to
Like,
nice him to get him to do
just
stuff, innit?
do the thing, like.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
By the way,
That's
I thought Petey, because everyone hates him in it, because he's with Sugar in it, kind of thing.
I
He's
love
one of
the
those-
fact
because he's outside the family.
I love
trying
the
to
fact
get to
that
family.
he says cousin. So yeah, I'm not your cousin.
Okay.
It was like cringe. It's like, oh, I love him.
He's
And
such
even
a-
at episode 6, like obviously it's the 7 fishes,
Yeah.
and then he brings the tuna
He brings
casserole.
the tuna casserole.
And everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And then Sugar comes in. By the way, Sugar hasn't had anything, and she goes, "What is that? Don't tell me you've done. What have you done?"
And she
Well, like,
dashes out the
dashes out the door.
Sorry. I just want to rewind. As I said, because I binged it. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to help me. Did you think Mikey left the recipe for the pasta to sort of direct Kami to the money?
100%. That was the whole reason. Yeah, the message let it rip, and then he knew that he would open it up and get out the money.
But there was
Episode 8.
plump tomatoes and there was two different cans.
They were the small cans. They weren't the big cans. They're meant to in the restaurant. This was in season 1. They're meant to always use the big cans. There was no need for them to use the small cans.
for the ornamentals.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was thinking, like, there's obviously
He always wanted
there's
them to
different-
find it.
Yeah,
Because you have to remember, he didn't leave a suicide note.
yeah, he didn't. But that was the only
That-
thing.
that
And
was-
didn't Feck also say he didn't burn it for the insurance? He didn't want to do that for the insurance. He
By the way, this was that was
there was that scene, right? Where
Episode
he,
8,
He
episode-
clocked something.
episode 8. So
Yeah.
this is again fantastic storytelling where they've had this issue with the fire test.
Yeah.
This whole
The
season.
fire suppression.
Fire suppression
Yeah.
test. The whole season, and then we get information that they tried to burn the place down. When
How
Richie
the
says
hell
that-
did they make that scene intense? How do
By
you
the-
do that?
By the way, and also
We're just waiting for a balloon to blow up.
do you know how
Yeah.
incredible? Do you know-
What?
Do you know how incredible? Yeah, they're all in a line. Yeah, and we get flashbacks.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We
They
get
all need this.
Everyone got a flashback.
They
to
need
the
it.
reason why this fire suppression test is so important. This is why storytelling is so important.
Yeah.
Guys. Oh, it's so fantastic.
It's so good.
And then, guys, sorry, let's clear out a little section for episode 7. My favorite episode of TV this year.
Okay, we're gonna speed this up though.
Yeah?
Go
Yeah,
on.
no, we do.
Forks, yeah? Now, it starts off with Richie in this mad kitchen. And I'm thinking, where are they?
Mm.
And then we find out they're in the best restaurant in Chicago,
Yeah.
where he is staging. You know what I mean? Where he's a guest there, trying to become better at front of house, basically.
Yeah.
And he just, at the start,
And he
just
looks
cleaning-
down on it.
He looks down and he's cleaning forks, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, this is beneath him kind of thing, you know what I'm
I
saying?
love Richie,
He's a
man.
45-year-old man.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm the same. Bro, when I worked in the diner and they would tell me no spots on the thing when you wipe
Yeah.
it and stuff, I would get so frustrated because I'm like, I'm wiping it now. You want me to this thing? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not my fault. There's water spots on this thing.
Exactly.
So when he's getting frustrated about it, I'm like, you're talking to me.
Yeah,
You're
and-
talking
and
to
then,
me.
And then when the guy...
But I get it. It's fine dining. Everything
Yes.
needs to be perfect.
When the guy takes him out and goes, you got to take this seriously. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I loved it. When he said, I love this is so important to me. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to take it seriously. You know
Even
what
when
I'm
they're breaking down what they do for these customers, like, oh, we
Yes.
got this customer who said that they've always wanted to eat here. Guys, no bill today for them. And all of
Yeah,
that stuff.
I-
I'm
yeah,
like,
I wanna
yo.
blow their minds.
Yeah, I want to blow their minds.
know what I'm saying?
And now he understands. I got to do this stuff for the bear.
Yeah.
It's just a level of understanding.
Oh,
Not only-
and he blew my man's mind with the chocolate banana. Set up.
Payoff. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
Bro, turn around.
Exactly. This
No,
is-
but he, like Richie, obviously would just the like just learning these stuff. But it just shows that he's willing.
Yes.
But on his kind of, he's almost embarrassed.
Yeah.
To you know, like a kid.
Yeah.
They don't want to show that they care, but they care.
And also because he's like such a grown man, he thinks like I should be in another position.
Yeah, of
not
course.
here
I
right
shouldn't
now.
be here. Yeah.
So then
and he needs to assert authority.
Yep.
Authority is not asserted that way anymore.
Exactly. And then once he realizes like why you have to take this important, then he starts taking care of his own personal life.
Yeah.
Where he's cleaning up his yard.
Yeah.
He's cleaning up. Trying to take his life. You know what I mean? So he can be better at service and in the kitchen kind of thing. And then once he comes in and he goes, now I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to probably clean this floor properly. He's already learned the lesson. Now some people I've heard on Reddit were like saying it happened too fast. Shut up! Like we've literally got an understanding of him learning. You know what I'm saying, from point A to point B. That was so stupid. But then once he gets the jacket, and by the way, the cinematography.
I wanted Sid to give him a hug though. I really did. By
the way, but then once he gets a suit jacket, he goes, Am I ready? And then he goes, you're ready. And the camera zooms on him. He's like, yes. And I mean, he goes, let's go. And then he puts on the suit. He puts on the suit. Goes, this feels like this feels like armor. He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, that's the point. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I loved I don't think it was too quick. And that's why I love the scene with Olivia Colman.
Yes.
And just her talking about her husband and the note he left. And he's like, hey, chef.
No, her dad.
Her dad. And he's like, hey, chef, what was the message at the bottom? And he just looks and says, every second counts.
Guys, I got emotional. I got emotional.
No, that might have been my favorite scene in the whole season.
Because you have to remember, we've seen this, what do you call it, in that kitchen. We've also, like, you know what I mean, seen like Kami wrote it down on the calendar as well. Because obviously this is where he learned it from. You know what I mean? Because he had the same story.
You know what? Obviously, naivety for me, because to be fair, the new season, I never had time to because the first season when I watched it, I had time to digest it because I had to sit on it and go back. But this one, it's like boom, studio.
Quick,
so like writing down what's called every second counts.
Yes. I
thought that was only referring to the fact that they've shortened the time and they had to achieve instead of 6 months, shorten it. That's all I thought it was.
Yeah. Same.
That's all I thought it was.
Then once you realize what it
actually means,
And by the way, and also the setup in terms of like him talking to his daughter, because I'm sorry, like about, you know what I mean, not liking Taylor. I didn't like Taylor before. I just needed some time.
Yeah, then he's belting out Taylor Swift in the car.
When he says, I do love Taylor Swift. Daddy just need a break for a minute.
Which is so funny.
Real quick, because we got to wrap this up.
Yeah,
How we feel about Kami's ending? Does he deserve what happened to him? With his missus hearing what she heard when he was locked in the fridge. Kami was going crazy, by the way.
Yeah, he was going nuts. And by the way,
he needs to be able to control things as well in a way. And the fact that, I don't know, everything was just going fine. Like, we're cool. And it almost felt like it went better without him in that moment because he was so frazzled with everything that was going on.
And I took that as he's afraid that he's not needed. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. And also the fact that he thinks that to do what he loves, he has to sacrifice.
He can't have relationships.
He can't, you know what I mean? He can't have it all. Because remember, he's also mentioned like he's afraid of the other shoe dropping.
Yeah.
He goes, this is Claire Bear, like the thing
bro,
with Claire.
Richie told him they're screaming at each other between the doors. Like, why can't you just be happy and just let something good happen to you? Like?
And literally, Kami's like spewing bile at him, and all Richie's saying, "I love you.
Yeah,
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you."
But then, just this, this was told to us from the jump. Like, you have to understand. Like, it's almost like he needs some sort of, because there was no at first. Yeah. It's almost like he can't enjoy himself. He can't live on because again he wanted to work at the beef before, like when Michael was there.
Except
but
with his bait, he was doing that.
So like with everything happening, it's almost like there has to be some sort of destruction. It can't be clean sailing.
Can't be perfect.
It can't be. And then where everything's all plain sailing, he would mess it up because it just doesn't feel right. And even when he was sleeping, he woke up cooking receipts. It's like he's such a fractured person, but it's all internalized.
No, he's really
doing it to himself.
He's really his own worst enemy.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's his own worst enemy.
Like there's so much like, use the word, there's so much sort of hazard trips, bro. Like he's leaving his clothes in the oven. Even when Sid came and turned on the oven, he had to take that. There's so much, like, you have to deep because I weren't looking at it on this level at first, but you have to look at everything.
Everything.
Bro, this guy is so fractured and he's put in so many hazards in his own way. Yeah, like literally everything. Even when I going back to the, I'm sorry, I keep going back to the first season. Even when like they got the C, and then at the end you realize he put the cigarette there.
Oh, the health thing.
Yeah. He's the one.
You have to understand. He's doing it. He's doing
it to himself. Yeah. 100%.
So like what? I understand. I get it. Fair enough. I'm just waiting for season 3.
Yeah. So all right, we could talk all day about this.
I just want to say one last.
This has to be your last point.
I think Sugar, she has like a really bad relationship with her mum. We saw in episode 6, and then Pete having a scene where he could showcase. You know what I mean? That character. I thought that was incredible.
So what's wrong with the mum? Because they obviously never explicitly said what's wrong with her. What's wrong with the mum?
There's got to be some kind of mental issue with
That's
her.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the fact that he like is so like has such a bad relationship with her kids where they can't even tell them the good things in their life. And she's so afraid, the mum, of ruining that she didn't want to go in. She was outside like smoking cigarettes the whole time. And then Pete's like, come in. This like, because obviously that's all Sugar wanted.
Yeah.
All Natalie wanted was the mum to be there.
Yeah.
And even Carmen wanted to go like, yeah, don't you know what I mean?
I felt sorry for Nat.
Don't
like,
put your hopes up kind of thing.
She's just trying to check if you're okay. I get it. When people ask, are you okay so much, it can get so annoying, innit? But I felt sorry for her when she just ripped into her. Like, stop asking me.
There was a powerful moment where she said to Carmi, I know it's childish. I just want somebody to ask. I want you to ask me if I'm okay.
Yeah.
And then Carmi was like, I'm not even okay. So like me not being okay, it's kind of like I'm not saying verbatim. Yeah. He didn't say it's kind of disingenuous me asking you if you're okay if I'm not even okay. I know I'm not okay.
Yeah. They all got demons,
bro. It touched close because there's so many anyway.
All right, real quick, guys.
Wrap it,
STC you're gonna give us season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, of course.
But we're just gonna do season 2.
Yeah.
STC score for season 1?
9.
Season 2?
9.5.
Oh my God. I'm so glad Kevin launched this and liked it,
bro. Oh man, I was so upset and happy at the same time.
You know what?
So glad.
I believe this show's a litmus test. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like this show, you know what I mean?
I think that's a bit too far, Hash.
You think that's a bit too far?
That's a bit too far. It's a great show. It's a great show.
I could see people not liking it.
Yeah.
Look.
Interesting.
Mark would not like this.
Mark wouldn't like this. I know
he won't like this.
No, he might.
I don't know if he would.
But I remembered something and I forgot something, but Mark's gonna have to do it. But anyway,
no, we'll sort that out.
Cool. SEC score for season 2.
This is just such an outstanding show, man. Yeah. Like 9.5, but it's so close to a 10. Yeah. Honestly, it's so close to a 10.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. This is like a fantastic show. Every actor is on point on the show. The pacing of the show is incredible.
Guys, I think I've already said it in the mid-year review. Best show of the year for me personally. Yeah. I don't know what's going to beat it. I really don't know what's going to beat it. Episode 7, one of the best episodes of TV I've seen.
It's great.
Like, last 3 years at least.
They really know how to show anxiety in the show. And also, we didn't even talk about the music on the show. Like, it's just all well done. Yeah, it's placed perfectly and things like that. But yeah, guys, that was our review for The Bear season 2 and kind of season 1. And shout out to Kem. Shout out to Kem.
By the way, Kem, well, you got me, bro. You got me, bro.
You duped us.
You got us good.
Actually, though.
You got us with the okie doke.
Oh, you got us properly.
You really did. I genuinely thought you hadn't watched anything.
You know what? No, because I was watching, I'm thinking, you know, like these, like because I know that thumbs up and there was nothing beyond that thumbs up.
Do you know what?
I know he was in his anxiety.
He didn't want to give you your props. That's what it is. He didn't want to give you your props.
He was like, yeah. It's like I know Hash was thinking, like, Kim's let me down. But hey, listen, when we had that last conversation, I was dead serious. Yeah. Like we need to do our assignments, and I'm dead serious on this. So I thought, let's do it.
That's love, man.
All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell so you know when the videos are coming up in the future. And rate us on the streaming platforms. That would be helpful. 5 stars would help us go a long way. And we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Cool.